Ladies and gentlemen, witness this real wonder. He has no idea what he's doing, he's just focused on cash. The scene commands left him flailing like a kite in a storm, trying to counterattack with his left fist, but it looked like Swiss cheese. His opponent took control of his left fist like it was a toy and knocked him around until he couldn't fight back anymore. The body was tossed into the car, and the man was absolutely miserable. It was all high-tech gadgets with no happy endings. As a gambler, he needed to find a matching machine swiftly. His current mood resembled the discount at the department store. The more he attempted to conceal it, the harder it became to forget about it. He was trying to hide his emotions, not realizing he was just a wannabe gambler in a poker game. The man shrugged off blame, mocking it wasn't his fault, yet deep down, his emotions were as flat as cold water. He saw right through his opponent. The man's anger was like a balloon, getting inflated without him even realizing it. Reluctantly, his opponent got in the car, and after a bumpy ride, they finally arrived at the robot graveyard. He was scouring for usable parts, trying to piece together a working robot, and only then did he realize why robots were the choice for competitions. Robots don't bleed or feel pain, they unleash chaos like wild kids in a candy store. Human boxing fades, and in the fierce fight, the ground beneath the boy suddenly collapses, like an earthquake. As the rain washed over, the man plummeted off the cliff, and after an extended period of time, the boy finally woke from his dreamlike state, filled with astonishment. He turned back to see a mechanical hand saving him. The man hurried, but all moved cautiously. After all the effort, the man was rescued, and his first thought was, "Who or what came to my rescue? If you want to jump there, just grab a card for yourself," the man said, strutting away without a glance back. The boy, disappointed, dug in the dirt, braving rain till dawn, as if negotiating with the earth. The muddy robot caught the man's eager gaze. The little one flailed, like teaching emotional release. The man understood his own icy demeanor, but didn't expect such heartlessness. He wanted his girlfriend's help to assemble this junkyard masterpiece. His love for his own personality led to explosive moments, supporting them for nearly 10 years for free and dodging blame at every turn. What a show. The girlfriend left disappointed. Broke, he shamelessly called her name. He hoped she would check the treasure the boy brought home, thinking to himself, at least this thing looks somewhat intact. The father and son argued again. Just as it heated up, the robot sat up, and the boy's eyes sparkled. Those big, chicken-like eyes had a clueless vibe. The boy examined it closely, and it just bobbed along like it was nodding off. This silly mimicry intrigued the girlfriend, so she passed the remote to the boy, reminding him to stay sharp while watching. To the boy, a seasoned gamer, this was a piece of cake. He cleaned the mud off the robot, totally oblivious to his own funky smell. But as he scrubbed, he accidentally discovered the robot had a name hidden beneath the grime sprays. Turns out, this guy's named Adam. He's a second-generation imitation robot designed specifically for taking a beating. This mimicry was to help with training, but the boy wasn't quitting. He wanted to take Adam to the big fight. The boy rolled his eyes, seeing it as junk and losing interest, but he was determined to take Adam along anyway. Late at night, he yanked out Adam's charger, and after charging, Adam looked genuinely affectionate. The boy raced ahead, with Adam trailing behind, simply mimicking him, clueless about dodging obstacles. The echoes rang out, and the boy laughed uncontrollably, as if Adam was giving him the fatherly love he never had. He and Adam slowly crouched down, and he let Adam hoist him up, gazing into Adam's deep blue eyes. The boy approached his father, eager to let Adam join the competition, and although Dad was reluctant, he still helped him sign. He took the boy to meet his friends, but the big screen was showcasing Zeus warming up, a true mental puzzle champion. With a single move, he wrapped up the entire struggle for his opponent, and the boy thought, that's a bit ruthless. As Zeus owner, he basked in all their accolades, but the boy thought, this isn't as exciting as the trailers made it seem. The boy stared blankly at them passing by, never imagining he'd get to square off against them in the future. He thought about borrowing some cash, but his confidence had already hit rock bottom, and doubting that his son could turn that junk into gold was not an option. All he could do was pin his hopes on his son, hoping he could pull off a miracle. Before dawn, the man was jolted away. The boy had spent all night tweaking the program and recalibrating the remote, but Dad didn't have his hopes up, not even a little. They arrived at the heavily guarded entrance to the underground fighting arena, eyes wide as they took in the 11-year-old's innocent. They found the host and negotiated the price. The man was worth less than a dime, relying on sheer audacity to jump from $100 to $1,000, and the robot park was packed with spectators. The crowd laughed, thinking Adam, a rookie whipper, precious against experienced opponents. The man wanted to control the robot, but the boy was adamant this robot was his baby, and it was his fight. The bell rang, and the first round began. The boy had just declared boredom at Dad. But all of a sudden, Adam found himself backed into a corner, and what had begun as a lively party rapidly descended into chaos, as he was pounded relentlessly from all sides, desperately attempting to dodge, but still getting pounded mercilessly, like a pie. Odd at a carnival. It was the boy's first match, and he felt utterly bewildered. Thankfully, Adam was built to thick skin and all.